Sonny, how long we been talking on the phone? Nah, I ain't tired of you or anything like that. But I thought you said you had plans with Romeo today. Alright, well, if he ain't here just yet, I'ma keep talking. Ugh, of course this fucker chooses right now to show up. I guess I ought to let you go so y'all can go have fun or whatever. Hey, real quick, let him know Imogen got things sorted out so he don't gotta worry about helping her out. He'll know what I'm talking about. I just forgot to text him earlier today. Yo, lifesaver sunshine. I'll text you later. Oh, and while you're at it, tell the tough guy I say hey.
Who was that? Why am I not surprised? Did they say anything about me? Yeah, I know what they're talking about. I'm glad Imogen's got things figured out. That sounds more like Soul. But again, not surprised. Ridiculous nickname aside, apologies for being late, Sunshine. I got distracted in the bookstore and didn't realize what time it was until you texted me. However, I did bring something that I think will make up for the delay on my part. Close your eyes. Come on, I'm not pulling anything out of this bag until you close them. Alright, it's on the counter. You said something about craving it the other day, so I went ahead and got you some. Judging by your reaction, would you consider this sufficient compensation? I assumed as much. So, is this the point where you tell me what exactly we're doing here? You know I love spending time with you, but I'd also appreciate a bit of an explanation. Will you get on with it already? I am not impatient. I'm simply asking, Sunshine. Now will you please tell me what we're doing? You're going to make dinner. It's not that I'm surprised, but I'm trying to decipher why I'm here now if you haven't started. We're both more than aware that I can't cook, Sunshine. And what reason would that be, Well, I guess it's a good thing I can provide my company with ease. So, what are we making tonight? Anything I'd recognize? It sounds good. I'm not sure I've had it before, but I'll trust your judgment. You've got good taste. Yes, contrary to popular belief, I can be direct with my compliments when the mood strikes me. I'll go back to cooking. I may not require this for energy, but you certainly do. Let me know if there are ways I can aid you. I may be hopeless when it comes to most aspects of cooking, but I'm capable of following directions, given that said directions aren't convoluted in nature. Alright, I'll be sure to stay out of your way at least. Did you finish the project you were working on? If my memory serves me right, it was due yesterday. How did that go? Sunshine, I'm sure you did fine. Us being friends has nothing to do with what I said. You're too hard on yourself when it comes to your classwork. A grade isn't indicative of the progression of your magic. Don't let Hive convince you otherwise. What if we steer away from academics for the time being? How was the arcade with Nova? You got home fairly late that night. Well, it's nice to hear you enjoyed yourself. No, I can't say I have been to an arcade before. If I were there with you, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to the idea. I make no promises I'll be skilled at any of the games, but I'm more than happy to simply accompany you. Not to mention, I'm sure I'd have plenty to feed on in a place like that. Sure, we can go next time it's your turn to pick what we do. Nothing. It's nice to see you happy is all. Don't make me take back what I just said. Sunlit nuisance. What is it? You have a question you want to ask me. I can see it written on your face. You don't. What's your question, Sunshine? Yes, I'm familiar with linking. Is there a particular reason why you wanted to know? Is Jesselyn not a suitable person to practice with? If not that, then what are you getting at? If what, Sunshine? Oh. Hey, it's not that I don't want to. I assure you, if I could, I would. Humans can't link with Cupids. Our magic isn't compatible in that way. If you were to try and link our centers, the connection wouldn't form. Sorry to disappoint. If it's any consolation, I wouldn't be able to harmonize with you either for the same reason. I'm not talking about singing. Harmonizing is similar to linking conceptually, but it holds a different weight for us. From my understanding, the primary purpose of linking is to allow humans to share a glimpse of their magic with one another. They can be used as a means of getting closer to someone, but they don't have to be. Is that correct so far? A Cupid center holds more magic than a human's can. Our connection to magic is magnified and buried within our center. It's why we're as powerful as we are, even while in Emera. As a result, the bonds we create hold just as much weight. They're not something to be taken lightly. When two Cupids harmonize with each other, they form a chord. It's how we refer to the bond created. Chords do more than provide glimpses of magic. Cupids are naturally capable of sensing emotions and desires in other beings, including fellow Cupids. However, it's dependent on proximity. With a chord, it's as if you're carrying a piece of them with you. When they're in distress, their magic uses the bond to call out for you. And when you're together, it's as if words cannot describe how deeply you care for them. Harmonizing in itself is an act of vulnerability. It demonstrates a level of intimacy and care unlike any other. It's not restricted to any one type of relationship. I've seen all sorts of Cupids with chords. Some friends, some lovers in the stagnant sense, some with a bond that didn't fall neatly into one box or another. What mattered was that they cared deeply for one another, and they wanted something to symbolize that. Most humans who have heard of harmonizing dismiss it without a second thought. It doesn't involve nor affect them, so it obviously doesn't matter. No, I've never harmonized with anyone before. I've cared about other Cupids in the past, but never to that level. With how enduring chords are, I don't think I'll ever make that choice. Not that I mind. I thought you were supposed to be cooking, Sunshine. How much longer do you think it's going to take? I'm not rushing you. I'm simply asking. And you're sure you don't want my assistance? Alright. Well, what about after the food's ready? Is there anything you'd like to do? I could keep you company while you study, if you'd like. It's up to you. Sounds like a plan. I'll let you get back to cooking for now. How many times do you intend to restart that chapter, Sunshine? Why don't you take a break? I promise your textbook isn't going anywhere. Here, I'll put the dishes in the sink. Sunshine, I'm already up. Fine, here. And you said I'm the bossy one. I expected you to. I must admit, you're a pretty good cook. I had a healthy amount of skepticism, but nevertheless, thank you for dinner tonight. I enjoyed it. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. I got lost in my thoughts for a moment is all. I was just thinking about some potential ideas for the next time we hang out. What if I wanted to surprise you? Adoring divinity. Well, if you must know, I was thinking about perhaps going through a collection of movies with you. More specifically, adaptations of literary works. I'm curious as to how humans would approach such a task. And since we haven't been back to a theater, per my request, I thought this would appeal to you as well. A movie what? Why is it referred to as a marathon? Doesn't that involve running? Oh, I've never heard that one before. But yes, according to your definition, I want to have a movie marathon. Is that something you think you'd be interested in? Perfect. Though I may need your help locating the movies themselves. Alright, we'll find time to coordinate specifics another time. And by that, I mean you'll decide to spam my phone with messages at some point until I call you so we can figure it out over the phone. Efficient isn't the word I'd use to describe that, but sure, let's call it that. Are you calling it a night on studying? You don't seem particularly thrilled at the thought of continuing. Fair enough, I suppose. How much longer do you think you'll stay up? That sounds reasonable enough for a change. Yeah, there's a few things Sawyer needed me to look over, and I promised him I'd send an update tonight. And, as much as I enjoy your company, you can be quite distracting in your own way. Alright, last offer for help with cleaning. If you text me in an hour asking me to come over, I'm warning you now, I will ignore it. Alright, your loss. What makes you ask that? No, you're right. I was thinking about some things. I know I can talk to you. You know how much I care about you, right? And you know that I would never want to jeopardize that in any way. Sorry, it's just, what? I don't understand why you need my hand, but fine. I know you're here for me. Sunshine, I just wanted you to know that despite me giving you a hard time, you can always reach out if you need anything from me. Yeah, I know you know. I didn't mean to get so tense over it. I'm sorry. I should let you get back to your work. I'll be sure to give myself ample break time, Sunshine. There's no need for you to worry about me. Good night. I'll tell them eventually. I have to.